I grew up in Kent, Ohio, and I started doing photography in high school, and it was something that I just kind of stumbled into, and once I had found it, I really realized that I had a real interest for it, and I've kind of been doing it literally since I've been 17 or 18 years old, and I've never really stopped since then. I've just been super focused on that. I've realized over time that all the things I photograph remind me of home in some way. They remind me of where I grew up, or the environment around there. Practically every single thing. From the landscapes to the houses to the people. The whole theme is basically very much about my Ohio, I guess you want. That sounds corny, but that's kind of what it's about. The stories are not necessarily personal, but they are. I think it's hard to not take pictures that are personal, or at least I'm not interested in taking ones that don't inform me in some way. I've been shooting with multiple cameras in different formats and kind of shooting the same exact thing at the same time. And so having there be, a photograph of this person that's in black and white, versus an alternative shot that's in color with an Instamatic camera with a flash, that makes a totally different kind of picture. It kind of both of those pictures actually sort of help, I guess, paint who this person might be. The fictional aspect comes into it is when I start working with people, because I think that with, places like I had talked about earlier, I'm very much interested in just kind of photographing what I find. But with people, I think that I've, more recently been realizing that it's much more effective and more interesting to kind of create the person that you're working with. One of the things that I often floats around in my head is, art is a lie that tells us the truth, which is a Picasso quote. But I've always remembered that, it's there's little fictions that, you actually get at what's really going on.